ज्वाइन करें तुम। राइट डाउन कंस्ट्रक्टर। Constructor. Okay. Write down constructor is a function. Constructor is a function. Constructor is a function which has which name is same as the class name. Same as the class name. Constructor is a function which name is same as the class name. This is simple definition of a constructor written by all. Constructor is a function which name is same as the class name. Okay. Generally, constructor is what? It is also a function of a class. But what is the special with this? Its name is same as the class name. Okay. And second thing, this what is the use of the constructor? It is used to initialize the data members of the class. And I will discuss all these things. It has no return type, not even void. Okay. And it is called at the time of object creation. These are the very important points. Only this is the concept about the constructor. Okay. So I will explain with one example. So write down the heading. Type of constructor. There are three types of constructors: non-parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor, and default constructor. So first of all, I'm going to discuss non-parameterized constructor. The constructor which requires no parameters, or constructors which requires no parameters are called non-parameterized constructor. Non-parameterized constructor. Non-parameterized constructor. Okay. For example, so I'm going to explain all these things with example. See, this class name is what? ABC. What is the name of the class?
ABC.
ABC.
This class we have, and this class has one function which name is same as the class name, isn't it? This class has a function which name is same as the class.
Yes, sir.
So class name is ABC, and this class has one function which name is same as the class name. Its name is same as the class name. Okay, got it? And so this is what? This is constructor. Okay. Now, very important, I'm going to explain. See, in the main function, see here, I'm starting from the main function. See, in this line, we are creating the object of class ABC. The name of class, as I already told, name of the class is what? ABC. Okay. So in main function, we are creating the object of class ABC. Okay. So what will happen, or what happens when we create the object of any class? Listen carefully. जब किसी क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करते हैं तो क्या क्या होता है हम बता रहे हैं, सुनना, और इसको अगले 2-3 क्लास तक पूछना था. सी, न्यू ऑपरेटर, when we create the object of the class, what happens? New operator allocates memory for the data members. Now new word is coming here, data members. So what are data members? That I'm going to tell you. See, here this A and B are the data members of this class ABC. A and B are the data members of this class this class ABC. Okay, so A and B are the data members. Please write the comment here, data members. Everyone, please write the comment here, data members. These are data members. Students, I will continue. See, this class has uh, two data members A and B. And please recognize this. These are called data members. And why I'm calling this data member? Listen, see the location where I have declared it. See the location where I have declared it. And I have declared this variable A and B not within a function. किसी function के अंदर नहीं declare किया मैंने. This function I have declared within class. See the location. So such variables are called data members. Okay, these are the data members of the class. Okay, and these data members have scope in whole class. So इस A और B को हम पूरे class में कहीं भी use कर सकते हैं. These are not local variables. These are data members of the class. They have been declared. You can see within class, not within a function. And the variables which we declare within a function, किसी function के अंदर जो variable declare करते हैं, that are what? That are called local variables. So we are not talking about the local variables. We are talking about the data members only. Constructor is for the data members only, okay? Not for the local variables. So please remember this. So these are the data members. A and B are the data members. So what happens when we create the object of the class? Listen carefully. See, come to this line. New operator, when we create the object of the class, new operator allocates memory for the data members. So here we have two data members, A and B. So for A and B, memory will be allocated. For A and B, the memory will be allocated like this. Continuous memory will be allocated. So the main purpose of new operator is what? Some were asking last in few previous classes. What is the use of new operator? New operator allocates memory. काम है memory allocate करना. So here, when we create the object of the class, new operator allocates memory for the data members. In this class has two data members, so memory will be allocated for them. Okay, and then second step is what? Constructor is called. What happens? What happened? Constructor is called. This part is what actually function. Sorry, object creation का ये जो part होता है actually constructor call होता है. So again, I'm repeating, new operator allocates the memory for the data members, then constructor is called. Constructor ऐसा call हो जाता है automatically. Actually, this part, as I told, this part is what? This is constructor call. So constructor will be called. Constructor will be called. And see what we are doing in the constructor. We are initializing the value of A with 0 and the value of B with 1. As you have written already, you have written. The purpose of constructor is what? To initialize the data members. So that we are doing. Constructor में हम क्या करते हैं? Class के data members को initialize करते हैं as per the requirement. So here we are initializing. You can see the value of A we are initializing with 0 and the value of B we are initializing with 1. Constructor का यही motto है, यही purpose है. ध्यान रखना, purpose मत भूलना. What is the use of constructor? To initialize the data members of the class. So the value of A will be initialized with 0 and the value of B will be initialized with 1. Okay. Then from the closing of the constructor, control will come back. यहाँ आएगा, control वापस आएगा. From the closing of the constructor, control will come back. And the address of, ध्यान सुनना, the address of allocated memory, the address of this allocated memory will be stored into the object OB. कंट्रोल वापस आया और जो मेमोरी एलोकेट हुई है ए और बी के लिए डेटा मेंबर्स के लिए उसका जो एड्रेस है वो ऑब्जेक्ट में स्टोर हो. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर वन मोर थिंग, ऑब्जेक्ट स्टोर्स मेमोरी एड्रेस. ऑब्जेक्ट स्टोर्स मेमोरी एड्रेस. ऑब्जेक्ट स्टोर्स मेमोरी एड्रेस. ओके, clear to all? So please remember this point. Please remember object stores memory address. ये भी बहुत ज्यादा काम आने वाला है, ध्यान देना, भूलना नहीं. Okay. So again I'm repeating. एक बार brief में सबको clear explain कर रहे हैं. New operator allocates the memory for the data members. Then constructor is called. And what we do in the constructor, we initialize the data members as per the requirement. So we are initializing here A with 0, B with 1. Then control will come back to the come back to here, and the address of this allocated memory will be stored into object OB. Okay, so this is the working, and please remember it happens when we create the object of any class. Okay, now listen one more thing. See, so non-parameterized constructors. You can see this constructor is not requiring any parameter. We have not written any parameter. We have not written any parameter. So this is non-parameterized constructor. Okay, and as you know, when a function does not return a value, as a return type, what we write void. Okay, जब function कोई normal function की बात कर रहे हैं, जब function कोई value return नहीं करता, तो as a return type हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं? Void लिखते हैं. But here, in case of constructor, we do not write void. Even we do not write void. किसी कंस्ट्रक्टर का रिटर्न टाइप होता ही नहीं है, void भी नहीं लिखा जाता है, एज अ रिटर्न टाइप void भी नहीं लिखा जाता. कंस्ट्रक्टर कभी कोई वैल्यू रिटर्न नहीं करेगा. ओके, सो कंस्ट्रक्टर हैज नो रिटर्न टाइप, नॉट इवन void. Okay, students, so if you want to write it, please see this class ABC has two data members A and B. Okay, and you can see this constructor, and this constructor is requiring parameters, 2 parameters. So this is parameterized constructor. Okay, now see, again I'm repeating what happens when we create the object of any class. Listen carefully. New operator allocates memory for the data members. Here we have 2 data members, so for 2 data members A and B, memory will be allocated. Then constructor is called. This part is constructor call. Constructor will be called, and you can see this constructor is requiring 2 parameters. So here itself we have to pass that parameters which is required by the constructor. इस constructor को 2 integer value चाहिए, तो हमें यहीं पे pass करनी पड़ेगी 2 integer value as a parameters. So this 2 will go to X, this 5 will go to Y. Okay, and the value of X. Okay, so control will go inside the constructor, and the value of X will be stored into A, which is the data member. So the value of A will be initialized with 2, and the value of Y will be stored into B. So the value of B will be initialized with 5. Okay, then from closing of the constructor, control will come back to here, and the address of this allocated memory will be stored into object OB. Okay, so this is the process of parameterized and non-parameterized constructor. And please remember what happens when we create the object of any class. Okay,